What's up, yo? I'm trying to do different kind of videos. Well, yeah, we're reacting to Death Battle. I'm really trying to like do different videos because apparently I do too much love stuff, too much pop a balloon stuff. I mean, like I thought it was enjoyable, but I guess people don't like it. I like to love, man. I'm a love man. But yeah, we're gonna react to some fucking Death Battle, and the most recent one is Among Us versus Fall Guys. That's what we're fucking doing in the big 2025. Jeez, someone save me, bro. Someone just save me, please. Alright. Let me see if the video is ever entertaining. If I had to pick Among Us versus Fall Guys, based on enjoyability, I'm definitely gonna say Among Us. Fall Guys is not a bad game though. And based on like fighting, if I had to pick who would win a fight, Among Us are over here snapping people's necks, pulling out guns. Among Us is winning. I'm sorry.
The year was 2020, the long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was
I hope you
Among
get your head
Us.
that bag in. They're fixing
Fall
something in my
Guys
house.
was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit, that's just how they are.
Wait, what? Ew, why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save their ship require varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving
This low-key one.
faster than
I
light.
kind of want to play Among Us
If
because of
that's
this.
not a suit, then why do they have
They're
a
banging really hard. I hope
cafeteria
my
when
mic
they
is
don't
not
have a
picking up on
mouth?
every
At
single
any
bang.
point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills,
Hmm.
and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is always uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us! But not us, though, right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say! They're shape-shifting aliens! They could be anyone! Or any mad scientist in a lab coat!
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to fix in time, even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents. The crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space. Just for being kinda sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
Oh, ear canals!
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again,
We're not watching this. This nigga just said with a full confidence, Sassy Baka. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. What am I listening to? This is a joke video, right? It's a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank. What?
just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
Oh, come on. Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does. Oh, I know who it is. It's always the red one.
Wait, what? But it isn't me. It isn't me.
Oh, right. There's usually two imposters.
Dear God.
The imposters aren't just tricksters, they're also hunters, bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap their necks, stab him with a knife, shoot him with a desert eagle, or use their freaking tongues to impale their faces. Oh, God! Right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost, invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, cause remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 nonillion tons of TNT!
A number so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times. Which seems like overkill for the, space vampires they were fighting.
Right, the crew has crossed over with a variety of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to life.
These creepy Teletubbies can sketch whatever they want into existence, and they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out?
In a strange way, all of this makes sense for this fascinating species. In the face of
Interesting.
insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band together no matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive again and again. On a ship, on strange planets, anywhere they may be, in spite of anything that may be going on in
They
the
sound
world.
broken as
They
fuck.
either fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Together! Yeah! Ooh! Welcome to the bright, colorful world of the Blunderdome! Natural habitat to these lovable little beings known as the Fall Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities. As if drawn by natural instinct, they hurtle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and mental fortitude.
I haven't played
It's
Fall Guys
pretty
in so long.
impressive considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery that otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it, and only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
And over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer Digi invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves, as well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
But even at their best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have a biological urge to navigate these
seems like
courses for
Among
one
Us is definitely
singular
gonna win.
purpose: get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny. Get away from me.
Things in the Blunderdome can get wild. We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava, but they all
It feels so like I'm not explaining, bro. Because as a kid, I used to watch Death Battle non-fucking stop. So this feels like Feels good. Feels good to come back to this.
always pop back up at the qualification stage later, completely unharmed, somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Whoa, wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No,
Those aren't really...
don't say it.
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, man. People were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only arms, legs, and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear. This is an official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway. No, thank you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out naked? Just swinging away, beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the Ultimate Knockout. Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon beans?
And they survive to keep playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their
My cat just turned on my laptop, bruh. Oh my god. I'm like, what is that sound? I can't really hear anything. Why? And the Squid Game too, because I'm trying to finish Squid Game. Why, nigga? Why? Stop.
death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all worldly and physical bonds.
Okay.
Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observable universe.
Oh god, the Twitter feats.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen
Oh,
dozens
never
of
mind.
guest
Fall Guys
stars
might
from other
win.
stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things on the show, but these 6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beans.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see them fight. Wiz,
Okay.
you gotta play that mobile game with all the...
Yeah, no. No. Are they paying me? You said no? Then why the fuck would I?
Death
Yeah.
battle!
Alright, let's see who's gonna win. My money's on Among Us, but who knows? I like Among Us better, so. The animation is clean. Whoever did that, whoever worked on the animation, props. Ooh. Is that it? Mmm. Damn. What is going on? Bruh. Oh, brother. Alright, yo, what we're not gonna do is listen to these niggas because they're also the people who said that Green Lantern is gonna beat Ben 10. So are we really gonna listen to them? No. Alright, fuck off.
Oh, when's the next episode? This is my new favorite show. Move over, chimp crazy.
We broke this down into 3 categories: offense, defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus Among Us could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence? Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man, who, you know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these.
Is that why they brought up Pac-Man? So they can prove they can eat ghosts? So they can eat the Among Us people? Are they serious?
Beanie freaks.
Oh
They
lord.
can both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The
That
crewmates
wasn't
did
funny.
have plenty of answers to the Fall
Never do that shit again. That wasn't funny. You niggas sound funny. Just tell me the stats and let's move on. Alright? Thanks.
Guys hijinks.
Nah, I'm just hating. But that still wasn't funny. I'm hating though.
Like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean, Hadoukens, TARDIS, just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the Fallen Guys had too many.
That made no sense. Among Us, if they have the pencil to create anything, why couldn't they just create something that would kill the Fall Guys? This cat gotta be doing this on purpose. He gotta be doing this on purpose. At this point, you're doing it on purpose. You're literally just walking on it on purpose. Why? No, he's acting like he didn't do anything. I swear. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. But okay.
The options that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer among us.
Alright, so if you guys like this, I will watch another one. I usually don't like watching death battles because a lot of this stuff, like, they would talk about stuff that other people can do and then make the opposite team win. It just made no sense to me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll catch you guys next time.